my parents got divorced when I was 10. And I got shipped out to West Virginia to live with my aunt, moved away from all our friends. And I won't go into long detail, but I was hopeless. Like I was hopeless. My parents, they weren't Christians, and their lives were totally messed up at that time. And it felt dark. Like that's what hopelessness feels like to me. It's dark. It feels like there's no way out. There's no answer. And so that was looking back in my life, that was the first time I felt like I experienced hopelessness.
Yeah.
And it's heavy.
And so you're just talking about that darkness. I just want to lean in just for a second. And
Yeah.
I know you don't want to you don't have to tell all your business, but like what does that, you said it feels like darkness. Was there any other word you can put on it that just,
It felt like death.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt like a part of my life had died. And it turned me inward, like low self-esteem, inward in, not trusting or not believing or being excited. I don't know. It just felt like my world had crashed.
Yeah. And the reason I ask is because we went through a similar experience. I didn't get shipped off, but my parents divorced when I was 12. And
Right.
I know that feeling
Right.
of maybe it's grief. You know,
Yes.
that's like
Yeah.
something now's changed forever. You know, and I don't want to, I'm not faulting my parents or anything.
No.
Watch this, but I certainly understand. But you still can't take away the consequences that happens.
Sure.
And I think that's that like heaviness you were saying, darkness.
Right.
Yeah. In the lessness of hopelessness.
Yeah.
It's like the state of being nothing. There's
Right.
nothing
Yeah.
that can help.
Right.
And nothing's going to change. That's what, and like you're kind of sharing, and I guess all of us have had divorce in our family, so that's one thing. But it's like you this feeling where it's like nothing's going to change here.
Right.
Nothing can be different than what it is now. Like that's hopelessness.
Yes.
That's where I see that in the story too, of like how the Jews were living. You were talking about hundreds of years of like because of their disobedience, but just living in captivity or conquest and war and just destruction and all the things that were going wrong. It's like, is this ever going to change?
Yeah, and even when they were fired up for the Lord, because He didn't come for so long, they just lost. They lost
Sure.
it, which I get.
Yeah.
I get where
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, this ain't happening. We've been waiting for 30, 40 years. Let's go do something else.